Hi, I'm going to be reviewing Twice Tempted by a Rogue by Tessa, and there might be some minor spoilers. This is the second book in her second trilogy. One Dance with the Duke was the first one, and this is the second one. So this story follows Rhys St. Mar, who was one of the 3 remaining members of the Stud Club in the first book, and he has inherited some land and a title up kind of in the marshy area of England, wherever it is in England. And so he's going up there, and he's decided he should probably try to maybe rebuild up there or see what to do with it, because he's finally gotten some money. He won a whole bunch of money from Spencer from One Dance with the Duke. And so now he can go up there, and he runs into the innkeeper up there, and the inn is about the only productive place up there, because it's it's not really on the way anywhere. It's just sort of a posting inn, and not a lot of people stop there. But anyway, he meets the innkeeper, and he wants her. And she used to know him when he was young, when he used to be there. He used to live there until he was about 17. That's when the whole estate burned to the ground. And she knew him. He kind of remembers who she is. She's the daughter of his old stable master. But he kind of remembers her. She's been in love with him forever, and he's just like, oh, okay, but he loves her. Well, he doesn't love her now, but he's like, I must have you. And things ensue. There's a happy ending, kind of typical romance novels. But I had major issues with this one, and I kept wanting to punch Rhys. I didn't like him so much, mostly because he kept insisting that Meredith was going to marry him. Like, absolutely. She basically had no choice in the matter, and it got to the point where I was really annoyed with him, because he hadn't even really asked her. He just sort of told her, yeah, we're going to get married. Have fun with that. You can't stop it. I'm going to make you fall in love with me. Blah, blah, blah. And it got really, really annoying. The chemistry between them was good. And the chemistry between the characters is always really good in her books. And any of the sex scenes are really, really good. But, I mean, near the end of the book, it all kind of, worked out. I'm like, oh, okay, I like them. They're fine. But for a lot of it, I was just really, really annoyed with Rhys. He pissed me off. They do a little bit more with the murder from the first book, and Julian Bellamy, who is the 3rd member of the Stud Club, he shows up. He shows up with there was a prostitute that witnessed the whole murder, well, sort of the murder, and he shows up with her to keep her out of London, keep her safe. And there's a small subplot with her. Fortunately, she doesn't really pad the book too much. Her previous trilogy, the 3rd book, was really guilty of that, padding a lot of it out with a secondary love story. This one has a very minor one, but it's not a big plot point. But yeah, they do a little bit more with the murder, but not a whole lot happens with it. They just get meet a few characters and whatnot. So you could read this one without having read the first one, but it definitely helps because they introduce the characters come back who were in the first one. And I can imagine if you read this, you might be a little confused as to what the heck is going on. So I don't know, by itself, I wouldn't necessarily buy it by itself if you don't already have the first one. Again, the first one is One Dance with the Duke. This one's awesome. This one's really good. But this one, by itself, if you don't have the first one, it's not really worth buying, because you don't really know as much about the character. And they do go into, his character development is in this book. They don't have it happen in the first one so much. But I'm a lot more interested in the stuff going on with the Stud Club than I am with him, and he bugs me. So, yeah, if somebody lends this to you, go ahead and read it. you'll probably be fine with it. Don't buy it by itself. Read the other ones first. The other two books in this trilogy are better. The first one's the best. This is probably the weakest of the trilogy. And I'm going to be reviewing the third one momentarily. So you can look for my review of Three Nights with a Scoundrel and you can see how that is. Alright, well, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.